of people ask me how I cut my own hair. Well, actually no one asked me that, but it makes for a better intro. But this is me cutting my own hair. Setup I got two mirrors right here. I got my big one, I got my smaller one. So I'm using these Cirker wireless clippers my wife got me for Christmas. These work super good, I like them a lot. First, I'm gonna start off with guard closed, so levers all the way closed, and start with my initial guideline. So initially I like to look straight ahead and just get this side right here, and then once it starts getting to the back, then I'll look in the mirror and try to get the back side. I've been doing this for a while, a couple months, but when I first did it, it was way harder. It's a lot easier now, easier than before with practice. Got this brush with me to brush off excess hair, give it easier workspace. And yeah, I'm going for like a medium mid fade. My initial guideline's a little lower than usual. So I'm gonna get the other side, try to be symmetrical. I'm no professional, so never really super symmetrical, but I mean, one less bill I gotta worry about. I was paying for haircuts 2 to 4 times a month, like 20 bucks a haircut, $5 here. Cutting your own hair, you gotta use to working with your non-dominant hand as well, so. But it just takes practice, but the potential is there. Yeah, that camera helps a lot. Hair looks even all around. Yeah, fair enough. It's all good, you know. Next step, you're gonna open it up and go about 1/2 inch above this guideline. Go all the way around. Try to keep the lines parallel. Yeah, I ain't no professional, but you know, it's all good. So I got the second guideline in. Next step, one guard, lever fully open, and go about a 1/2 inch above that guideline. So I got my next guideline in there with the one. Next step, I got my 2 guard, lever open. Now I'm just gonna go a little bit higher above this, straight up. Just try to blend the side hair into the top hair. Straight up, straight up, straight up. I can already see the difference. One side it's kind of debulked a little bit, and then this side's not. So now I'm gonna hit the 3 guard open and do a little bit more blending in to the top. Same thing, going here, going straight up off the perpendicular to the ground. All right, that's how it looks so far. I mean, it looks decent, man. It looks alright. Next, we're gonna go about 3/4 to halfway, lever open, and just hit that bottom guideline, the first one you did, and just try to blend it in to fade in from completely zero going to that open lever. So just fade that in as best you can. Just use the corners of the clippers to get more detailed and precise. This is really tedious, but just do what you can to blend that bottom part in. Take your time with it. Mine comes out alright, you know, not the cleanest, but I'm cool with it, you know. In due time, you know, so I get better at this. It's all about just putting those reps in. Same with anything else in life. You want to get better, put more reps in. keep attacking that line. All right, now that I blended the bottom line as best as I could, I'll probably have to go back and do some touch-up work at the end. So our next guideline was lever open, and then above that was the one guard with lever open. So I'm gonna hit it with the one guard about closed, so you get that in between line, blend that in a little bit. Small, consistent strokes when you're blending in these lines. Use the corners of your clippers if need be. Constantly brushing, getting that loose hair out the way. Just barely attacking that guideline, barely attacking it. I don't want to go too high on that. Just blending it in. Alright, so my next one to blend in, for me it's the B. A 1 is 3 millimeters, a B is 4.5 millimeters. So I'm gonna hit that with the open and try to get that top hair right there where I cut in with the 1 open. Just because it's a little bit longer, it'll blend into the top just a little bit better. Pretty much, for the most part, that's pretty much it there. Probably a couple of the spots I have to go and mess around with to make sure that they're faded in to my liking. But I'm not really picky with haircuts. I mean, of course, if it's my barber, you know, you want to look fresh and you expect that. But when it comes to my own self haircuts, it's whatever, you know. I mean, it looks decent enough, so it'll be good. So now we're pretty much good. Looks alright. Now I'll probably go in, trim the beard down, some touch-up spots, you know, that want to blend in a little bit better, a little more fresh you want to look, the more time it's going to take to really get those details. But if you're satisfied with it and it's cool, you know, it's all good. I'm at work now, but this is the final product. I'm happy with it, you know, it's cool. I didn't take anything off the top. I usually do a 4, and then every haircut after that, just let it keep growing out. Do that comb over and stuff. Pretty good.